All right, so we got a fun one for you today. We are in Las Vegas for a week, and it's 105 to 110 degrees every day. So it's a scorcher. And we thought, what would be better than just to come out in the desert and come see the seven magic mountains? Kim, tell them what you can tell them a little bit about the seven magic mountains that you know on your little research that you did.
So they were put up in 2015, painted in 2016. It was initially they were just going to be here for 2 years, but because of the popularity, you can see. I mean, there's a ton of people here, and I think it's going to be 110 today. They decided to keep them, so they're still here. Although it sounds like they may be going away, they may move them to another location in northern Las Vegas. We're south of Las Vegas right now. Something about the airport expansion, which I don't understand, but because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
but they say if you want to see them in their original location, then you should probably get out here like within the next year or so.
This was just a quick stop on our plan today. What else are we doing today?
Yeah, so we decided it was too hot to lay by the pool again, where it's nice and cool in the pool. And instead we're going to drive to Death Valley. It's only going to be like 120 there, so why not? Get a rental car. We got a rental car for the day, and we're going to go for a 2-hour drive. At least the car's air conditioned, though.
All right, so we made it after a long drive from Vegas. Over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Doing some off-roading in the rental car. It's not our car, but I would do it if it was my car, because this is awesome. A little bit of a bumpy road, but nothing that even a standard car can't handle. This is a Toyota Camry that we're in. As you can see, the road's totally fine, so it's not like you need a four-wheel drive or anything like that. Pretty impressive, more so than I thought. I thought it was going to be pretty flat area. When you think of Death Valley, I just think of dry riverbeds. So I didn't really do zero research beforehand because that's just what we do. We didn't have any intention of coming out here. We're actually going to try to hit up Area 51. And instead, thought why not hit up another national park since we're in Vegas. We'd never make a trip out here just for this. So, whoa, look out there.
Whoa.
Whoa, where does the road go?
Oh, way down. Oh, it said 15%, remember?
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, that was kind of a trippy hill. It's not bad, but that's kind of freaky when you weren't expecting it. Look at the contrast in that. That's great.
Wow.
That's really neat. This is super fun. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, this is insane.
Every time we go to a national park, we always get a sense of why they turn stuff into a national park.
Yeah. We're so glad they did, because otherwise, I mean, it wouldn't be maintained.
Access it to like this. Yeah. Okay, it's fire drill time. Kim wants to drive. She thinks it's fun and wants to do it because she loves off-road stuff. So here we go. I mean, who doesn't want to have a chance to drive Death Valley? I mean, come on, get over there. Yeah, get on in there. Now if we break down, it's your fault.
Nice.
Oh man, you're gonna have so much fun. It really is exciting, I'm not gonna lie. Man, really would suck if someone came the wrong way, because if they did, these are such tight little corners, there's no way you're avoiding getting whacked by somebody.
We're climbing.
And if you see the video going like sideways, it's because we're going sideways.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
this is what you give me to drive through.
I was just gonna say, all of a sudden I give it to you, and now it's the worst that it's been so far. It was so simple and easy, and now Kim's got the hardcore stuff. Just kidding, of course, not hardcore, but hey, that's a nice divot right there.
Yeah.
We used to own a Jeep Wrangler, so we're used to doing some off-roading, but yeah, hard to see the road. That is true. Okay, so now that I've done this, I could go home because this was fun. We could just leave right now, but look at that. You guys, I mean, come on. That's just awesome. Hey, look, there's some green in this place. All of a sudden, turn around the corner and some green actually lives. They must somehow get some moisture here. So they do get flash flood, so I guess it makes sense to be some water coming through. Okay, we wanted to show you these cool jagged rocks that are coming up now, and also to tell you that it's now 112 in Death Valley National Park.
Furnace Creek.
Furnace Creek, oh, okay. And the Visitor Center. Okay, look at this. We're coming into like a little town. What is this all about?
Oh, there's a resort here.
Oh, there's a resort. That's right. Okay, guys, if you want to stay here, you can stay at the inn at Death Valley. And we saw pictures. It got like a really cool pool. So that'd be pretty awesome, especially when it's 112 degrees outside. Looks pretty cool. Check that place out. It's pretty nice. All right, there we go. Elevation sea level. And you can see all these dry lake beds out here. This is pretty insane.
That's nuts.
There's no way a camera's going to do it justice. The views that you get out here. This is magnificent. Part of the country for sure. Oh, there's a gas station. We need to get gas. Okay, cool. Pull in there. $5.73. Okay, guys, this is what it's like to get gas in California. It is six. Is it $5.73 or $6.06? $5.73 a gallon. Luckily, we're like half a tank, so we don't need a bunch of. That's insane. But we got to get it, so we don't know where the gas is around here. All right, heading into the Furnace Creek Visitor Center. Open till 5 p.m. Okay, I lied. It's now 117. Oh, 116. Okay, trust me, guys, it was 117 on the line. That's crazy, man. That is so hot. I can feel myself cooking. Every 1,000 feet higher is 5 degrees Fahrenheit cooler. Yeah, I want to get in that. Yeah, this is a cool visitor center. So here's some cool. Death Valley is officially the hottest place on Earth. Holds a world record at 134 degrees. That's hot.
Yeah, we're almost there.
It's the driest place in the United States. It gets that distinction by having the lowest average annual rainfall of any place in the country, less than 2 inches per year. Some years there's no rain at all. Badwater Basin in the heart of Death Valley is 282 feet below sea level. It's the lowest point in North America. Oh my gosh, see, we're just seeing such cool stuff today. All right, so that was well worth the stop in. They got a little film that they play about the park, and then there's rangers in there, of course, so you can chat with those guys. They're great. Give some information on the park. It's the size of Connecticut, if you could believe that. And so we asked him, we're like, can we do it all in a day? And he laughed. So no, you cannot do it all in a day. You can't do it even in a week and a half. He's like, come for a week and a half in the winter. You can see the whole thing.
He said there's over 1,000 miles of roads.
That's insane. For some fun trivia, he said that Charles Manson got caught here. That was interesting. Was not aware of that. So that dirtbag got what he had coming to him. Said park rangers actually caught him. Anyway, so he gave us an itinerary of things that we could try to do in the little bit of time that we've got, so that we can kind of loop it and head back. We want to try to go a different way going home than the way we came, just so we could see stuff we haven't seen because it's the first time here. Golden Canyon, Artist Drive, Badwater. We've got 17 miles down and then back. So this is what he said. Hit these up. These are some of the best spots, and then we'll start heading out of the park after that. But flash floods for the next 55 miles, so that's great. Don't think it's going to happen today, though. But my gosh, it's so hot. My hand's outside, and this thing is burning. The other thing we thought was pretty funny is, so when we first got in the park, if you remember, well, of course you remember, because it was probably like 30 seconds ago, we rode through that back road where we're on the dirt road, and that was called, what is it?
20 Mule Team Drive, I think.
20 Mule Team Drive. So anyway, the ranger said, hey, Kim mentioned that we'd been on that, and he's like, oh, really? Where are you driving? And we said a Toyota Camry, and he giggled. But then we said it was a rental, and then he laughed, and he's like, send it. So anyway, it was, as you guys saw, totally fine. But I think that different times of the year, those roads are in worse condition than others. And as of today, they're in great condition. But even then, there were a couple of potholes. But I could imagine other times of the year, it's probably not passable with something like a Camry. So just make sure you check on that, because when you first get in the park, there's no way to know that, and there's no way to tell you until you get to the visitor center. So we are 282 feet below sea level right now. So the ocean is literally above us.
And it feels like we're on the sun. Explain that one to me.
Yeah, it does. Oh, selfie time. There's a Badwater pool. So there is some water out here. I bet you that stuff is hot. Water is rare and precious in Death Valley. Imagine the disappointment when a surveyor mapping this area could not get his meal to drink from this pool. He wrote on this map that the spring had bad water. Bad water pool is not poisonous, just salty. Has the presence of pickleweed, aquatic insects, and larvae. Oh, gosh, they had an animal out here. Whew, I guess it's not always this hot, but it is right now. Hey, babe, there's sea level. Look, there's a sign.
Oh, how cool.
Try to see if you can get.
Point to it?
Well, yeah, you can, but okay, go ahead and try.
I can't see in there.
No, it's too bright.
Right
okay,
there.
right there.
Like right in the middle.
That's sea level, folks.
Ah,
Hey, that's cool. Glad they did that.
That's really cool.
All right, here we go.
Walking after 10 a.m. not recommended.
Oh gosh, well here we are at 4 p.m. Oh, it stinks. Oh, babe, it smells like sulfur. Okay, guys, this is probably what walking on the moon would be like if the moon was 557,000 degrees. No, in all honesty, it is hotter than hot. So heading down Devil's Golf Course now. Hoping that it looks like you can drive out on the lake bed. So I'm hoping that it'll be all cracked up like you kind of see in photos all the time, where we just stopped at that basin. It wasn't cracked, and I think it's just because there's a little bit more moisture there. So I'm hoping down here it'll be cracked, and it looks like you can drive your car out there if you want. So we'll see what we can see down here. Another rough road, but again, nothing that a standard vehicle can't do. I mean, look at all this out here. This is crazy. Look at this. Whoa, this is otherworldly. Dude, this is really cool. I'm glad we drove down here.
Yeah.
These are like plants of whatever this is made out of. Stalactites and magnites. Oh, hey, cool. I can just like read it from here. Devil's Golf Course. Crystallized salts compose the jagged formations of this forbidden landscape. Deposited by ancient salt lakes and shaped by winds and rain, the crystals are forever changing. Listen carefully. On a warm day, you may hear a metallic cracking sound as the salt pinnacles expand and contract. Whoa, that's awesome. That's awesome. Be careful. Walking on Devil's Golf Course is very difficult. So they say you can walk out there, but I don't think we're going to walk out there. But we'll
can result in painful cuts or even broken bones.
Oh, wow. Okay, pull over that way, just where everybody else was, and let's just see if we can see what we can see.
It's just miles.
Yeah, oh yeah, miles. I mean, hundreds of miles. As you can see, you have got just an insane dry bed that just stretches on and on and on. Look at these things. That was really crazy. All right, up next on Kim and Jason's excellent adventure, Artist Drive. This is one of the must-dos that this ranger said to come check out. So this is the one I was mentioning earlier, that big photography spot, but a lot of folks like to oversaturate what it looks like. So try not to do that. Try to keep it as natural as can be, because it's beautiful enough as is without having to do it. 25-foot limit. So don't be coming up here with your giant motorhomes or RVs and what have you. If you're over 25 feet, we'll let you see the parking lot, and
You can go rent a Jeep.
can make your own decisions on whether you want to do it or not. But you can see, absolutely beautiful.
And I think this road, as you can see, it's one way.
Oh, it's one-way road. Nice. And paved. Hey, thank goodness. A paved road, finally. After a couple bumpy ones. We'll let you take in the views with a little bit of slow jazz. Kim, stop laughing at my jokes. I know I'm hilarious, but dang. All right, folks, so we've got a little bit of a walk here to see the whole view. But you can see they've got a few different trails. You can hike up that ridge if you want, which we're no way going to do that. It's going to be enough just to try to make it up this thing in 117 degree weather. No, 118. But who's counting? Oh yeah, we are. Come on, Kim. Let's do some 118-degree hiking. Here's the funny part. We wanted to do this because we were just getting tired of sitting in the sun at the beach or at the pool at our hotel. And we're like, hey, let's go for a road trip. Not knowing that we were gonna actually have to get out and bake, so it's actually pretty funny. It's just the way we do things. This has got to be what hell feels like. I'm never sinning again. I don't want to live in hell. Gosh dang, babe. It's just hard to get up here. What a beautiful view.
There's even a breeze.
I mean, that is unbelievable how hot it is out here. Wow. We didn't realize we walked this far. There's our car. And there's that godforsaken sun. It is kind of steep. So this artist drive just continues into the hillside, so you get a really cool view of all the different colors that are here. Yeah, but we're not unfortunately going to be able to do this thing justice today, so if you're interested, go ahead and jump on Google and type in some photos of Artist Drive in Death Valley, and I can guarantee you there's going to be some shots of unbelievable color. It's just too bright and too hot today, so not the ideal time to be doing this, but at the same time, pretty magnificent no matter when you come.
It's like we're on another planet.
Yeah, it's called hell. As you can see, it gets a little bit green in there as well. So you've got reds, oranges, greens, of course, beautiful blue sky. Some nice contrast of color. Whoa, this is really cool. It's like a slot canyon. Whoa. This doesn't just look cool. This is cool. Whoa, you better make sure you look at that. I guess it wouldn't be bad. I missed it. I mean, it might look good. Wouldn't have been that bad.
This is all white. Just follow this.
See some boulders have come down, which isn't surprising.
Please don't do any more today.
Yeah, don't do any more today, please. So we got a cool dip here. I mean, this is roller coaster driving at its best. Try to get a shot here and see if I can get a decent photo out of this. Oh, cool canyon back there. Yeah, so guys, if this isn't fun, I don't know what is. I mean, come on. What a cool road. It's like you have to look every direction.
Yeah.
Like you have to look behind you, you gotta look in front of you.
That's supposed to be the overlook is to see that thing. Because it says half a mile.
Oh, half a mile?
This palette.
Oh, we're not even at the overlook yet?
No.
Oh, I thought that's where we turned off and we walked up. Oh man, look at all that color in that. That is awesome. Whoa, that is so cool. Supposedly there's an overlook in about a half a mile. So chances are I don't even need to make this little trek, but I'm afraid. So one way, and I'm afraid if I don't see it here, then I might miss it. And that's happened to me before in a couple different places. So I want to make sure I make this little tiny hike here so I can get this. But again, like I said, I have a feeling the overlook's going to show us this, but she said it was half a mile away, and I don't see how that's possible. So I think the only way you're seeing this one is to pull off the side of the road. There's a pull off. There's a little hiking trail, as you can see, that kind of goes up to the different overlook here. And I'll bring you guys along with me without the sweat and the agony of climbing this thing 118 degrees. But like I said, I mean, look at that. Look at that view. I mean, you have to, when you're in your car, you have to look in your rearview mirror because you miss some of this stuff because you only go one way. So if you're not looking, you're gonna miss some of it. So make sure you're always looking. And like I said, if possible, do your best to try to come out here at a decent hour. And like I said, if you're staying here, that's awesome. Me and Kim will definitely try to do that next time we come, is stay in one of the resorts so that we can come out here for sunrise and sunset. But as you can see, that's pretty cool. Oh man, look at the lake bed down here. You can see that's where runoff from the water is when they have their flash floods. Man, that is deep. Damn it. Just my luck. As I make this climb, I hear a car go by, and then I see the overlook is literally right there. They're like 50 feet away from me. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it happens. Win some, lose some. So, I was sitting up there taking a photo. So I was up there taking a photo. Then I hear some noise from a car. The overlook is like 500 feet away.
Yeah, I see that. You told me, don't go to the overlook. Let me climb across mountains. So this is Artist Palette. More than 5 million years ago, repeated volcanic eruptions blanketed the landscape, depositing ash and minerals. The volcanic minerals were chemically altered by heat and water, with variable amounts of oxygen and other introduced elements. Chemical analyses have identified a paint pot of elements: iron, aluminum, magnesium, and titanium, but no copper. Some of the colored minerals here include red hematite and green chlorite. This is truly a natural artist palette of color splashed across the slope. The time of day, clouds, and the rare rainfall shift the intensity of the colors, making each visit slightly different. So here's how nice Kim is. She had to stop for a quick potty break, and she parked me in the shade of the porta potty. But she's going into a porta potty that's been baking in 120 degree heat all day, so that should be great times. But I'm nice and cool. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how was that? It was actually, it smelled worse outside than it did inside.
Hmm.
Yeah, they actually had like a vanilla freshener inside. But when you walked up to it, whoo!
Every little turn you take here, just topography changes, geography changes. I mean, look at these shadows in here. I mean, this is cool. Ah, I feel so good all of a sudden. I mean, come on. Oh, 113 from 118 to 113 just by hitting the shade for a second.
112.
It's funny, you could actually feel the change. But yeah, I said it before, but come on, where can you go and, oh, look at this. Where can you go and like drive cool roads like this through views like this? I mean, this is great. All right, the Golden Canyons. I believe this may be our last stop on our voyage. They told us this was the ones we had to see with a little bit of time that we had. On our way out, there potentially could be some other stuff to see, but as you can see, this is pretty freaking spectacular.
Wow, look at that color.
And I think this is one like you can walk through. So hopefully we got a little bit of, we can walk a little bit. Like it's super, super hot out here, but we're hoping maybe we can do a little bit of a hike because there's a canyon. It looks like it's just right here. So I don't think we'll have to go too far, but we definitely have to do it. We're here. So we're going to give it a chance. See what's up. All right. Golden Canyon Trail. Looks like you've got to Golden Canyon to Red Cathedral. It's 1.5 miles. The Zabriskie Point, 3 miles. Gower Gulch Loop, 4.3. So you're talking, those are some big hikes. But check this out, though. If you do it, that's the kind of view you'd get, which is awesome. From early days of tourism in Death Valley, visitors wanted to explore the geological treasures found in Golden Canyon. Once a road traveled up the canyon, but now only remnants of asphalt remain. And the route is now Death Valley's most popular trail. You can choose between a short stroll or a 4-mile loop. I'm sitting downwind from the porta potty, and that's fantastic. Yikes, that is ripe. Here's a interpretive thing. Oh, it's like you can, oh, those are just bottles. People threw their bottles in there, nice. Well, they don't have any garbage out here, so
Yeah.
Like they don't have any garbage out here.
There's garbage cans inside the vaults.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, there's warnings about heat everywhere, and it's no joke. I mean, heat kills, and that's what they're telling you here. And yeah, we're not going to do anything stupid. We're going to walk for a couple minutes, come into the shady spot of this canyon, and then we're beelining out of here. But this is pretty friggin' cool. There's no doubt I would 100% do this if the weather was a little bit cooler and we were more prepared. But we are not prepared for this. I'm thinking we're going to do the 4-mile hike. Loop trail, babe. What do you think?
Let's do it.
It's not even that bad in the shade.
Rock.
You know what I'm saying? It's actually not that bad. I think
So we
we
have
could do
another
it.
tip for you.
Yeah, go ahead, tip it out.
If you have one of these metal bottles,
Mhm.
make sure you have one with a plastic lid.
Yeah.
Because just for it sitting in the sun for, I don't know, a minute or two, when it's 118 degrees, you can't even hardly touch the metal on it. It's so hot. So don't bring an all metal one, and you'll bring one.
This is definitely an interesting, cool hike, guys. I mean, this is pretty neat. So we're probably gonna climb up this thing and then
Look at it, it's like
kind of be
like
done.
someone poured concrete, but you know nobody poured concrete in here.
No, they did not. No, they definitely did not.
Maybe they did.
Well, maybe just because National Park, they might have made it so. Huh. They said this is the #1 hike in the park, so if you can do it, definitely plan on trying to make this one of your must-dos. We really wish we could have went further up, but it's just so hot out here. In the shade, it's actually doable, but we are not nowhere near prepared as far as like water and stuff goes. We've gone through bottles and bottles today already, and Gatorade at the visitor center.
I think we want to go this way.
Yeah,
I don't want to jump that far.
you would have to jump.
I don't need to break my leg out here in the middle of nowhere.
No, that would not be ideal. It's funny, we ran into one person, and she'd made mention, a good point, that they get so many floods and stuff that come through here that it washed away the concrete so fast that it never had a chance. And that makes sense. So now they've just gone back to maintaining it just with natural dirt, and it's totally fine. I mean, this is an extremely easy walkable hike, at least this portion of it. So all right, as we're making our way out, we still got a ways to go driving wise to get out of here, but you can see the sun is starting to set, so colors are getting much softer than what they were earlier today. So hopefully by the time we get out here, we'll be able to see some nice color, because it was so bright all day today, the time we were here for the last few hours. So cool shadows and stuff starting to form now. All right, folks, so that does it for our adventure into Death Valley. That was awesome. Yeah, almost kind of leaves you speechless at times, how beautiful it was. We didn't get a chance to explore all of it, but we did explore a good portion of it. I mean, we're there for a number of hours, and we did the things that the ranger had said we really should try to do, so that was great that we got a chance to do that. And now we're headed to a little ghost town outside of the park. And so what the ranger was saying was that this town was here. They were mining for gold, and it was bustling. And they thought for sure once they built this one up that they weren't going to have to move again, because back in those days, you'd build up buildings knowing that you're going to have to move quickly, once the rush was over, and then you would move them to a different site. And according to this spot, they thought it was going to last longer. And like all the towns, after a while, it just dried up. Had to move out. So they said that they built these a little bit more sturdy in hopes that it was going to stick around longer. So the construction was done different than just old wood and nails. What is that big old thing out there? Looks like Donald Trump. You see his yellow head?
Yeah.
Orange head or something? I don't know. It seems like that would be like a Donald Trump thing with like boobs. Oh, I think he said something about there being a museum. Just turn in there real quick, just so we can see these funny things. So whenever you see a free museum sign, just turn in. You know, I mean, it's not freaky at all. I don't know. I'm hoping somebody doesn't live here. Doesn't say it's close, so we're going for it. There goes a rabbit, Kim. Look at this big. Look at the rabbit. Oh, that thing is weird, man. Do you think people live here? Huh. There's all kinds of abandoned buildings and abandoned cars, and we don't know if we're on private property. There's nothing that says that, you know, keep out or anything like that. I know you can go to the ghost town for sure, but we're a little bit before the ghost town, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, there was a museum back there where I took a couple shots of the art that they had out there. Yeah, I got a motorhome out there.
So in its heyday, there were 50 saloons, 35 gambling tables, 19 lodging houses.
Oh, wait, how many gambling tables?
35 gambling tables.
35 Wow.
19 lodging houses, 16 restaurants, several barbers, a public bathhouse, a red light district, and a weekly newspaper publication.
My gosh, this thing was booming.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a boom.
It said it was so
town. Look at this
successful, it caught the attention of Charles Schwab.
thing. Oh, man.
In 1906, Schwab purchased the Bullfrog mining district.
So it's like a little self-guided walking tour. So yeah, ghost towns, man. I love ghost towns. This must have been the school. See, it says school right there.
Oh yeah.
So, nope, schoolhouse. There you go. So, this is the second schoolhouse built in Rhyolite. The first was a small wooden building that was built on 2 lots and had been donated expressly for the purpose. Opened with 26 students in 1906. One month later, there were 47. By October, there were 74 students and 1 teacher. Wow. New school was built using concrete blocks and poured concrete walls. Oh, that's crazy. That's the first one. There's the students, huh?
So thanks to Schwab, the residents enjoyed luxuries not usually associated with mining boomtowns. They had concrete sidewalks, telephone lines, electric street lamps, and plumbing. Their downtown commercial buildings, many were built from stone, included a hospital, 3 banks, a stock exchange, an opera house, a public swimming pool, and 2 churches.
This is an old store. Put your seatbelt on, Jason. It's dangerous up here.
It's the Porter Brothers store. So look at the top of
Yeah, that's its store. That's cool. Back up here. Back up. I'm going to take a shot of it out that way. Out the windows. Almost like it's windows.
So by 1910, mines began to close, businesses failed, and workers sought employment elsewhere. By 1914, the city lost electricity, and the banks, newspapers, post office, and train depot all closed. In 1920, only 14 people called it home.
When did it establish and then when did it end?
1904.
Okay. Is when it established.
Is when it was established. And by 1906, there were almost 5,000 people here. And by 1920, there were only 14.
Oh, it didn't last long. Man,
They said the 1906 earthquake, the San Francisco earthquake, damaged rail lines and cut off part of the train lines to come here.
So here's the old train depot, and unfortunately, they look like they've had to gate it. You can guess why. It looks like there's some access in there, but I'm sure people come up here and just do stupid stuff. But there's an old Union Pacific
Wow, look at that old wood one.
train. Make a turn right here, will you? Just so I can get this on here. Old Union Pacific 3203. All right, we're running out of lights, so got to get some shots and then show you a couple more things if we can. Yeah, so this has been a pleasant surprise. This is awesome. You can't really access most of the stuff. Everything's kind of shut down, but the old train depot, that's incredible. And you're able to, the gate was open, so we're able to take a couple shots in there. But yeah, this thing is, there's just nothing left. Everything kind of got tore down. Well, what's up? Oh, that's just someone's house. So yeah, I'll go ahead and turn around. But anyway, yeah, seeing the old cars, the old train car in the depot, and just some of the history and how devastating, how quickly it turned from a boom town to a bust. Yeah, it'd be neat if we had a little bit more time to explore here, but that's just the story of our life.
Yeah.
We come out of one thing and
Always do.
Again, not on the radar, so that's kind of cool. So again, if you are interested in this, check out Rhyolite. And if you're heading up to the Death Valley, you can make this as a detour as you're coming through. So there's supposedly a building here that was built by Bottles.
But this
So-
is this is the one that's most photographed
So
in the
this,
West.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then hold on.
I know,
I
that's
got to
what
get a
I'm
photo of
pulling
this. Well, how are they photographing it?
I
Like
don't know.
they say, it's most photographed building in the West, but I wonder what kind of shot they're taking here. All right, so for all you movie buffs, since the closure of the Cook Bank, the building has appeared in many movies, including The Airmail, The Arrogant, Cherry 2000, The Island, Delusion, Romana, The Reward, Wonder of the Wasteland, Six String Samurai, Rough Riders, Roundup, Bone Dry, Ultraviolet, and more. I've never heard of any of those, personally. But if you have, comment down below. Let me know if you recognize this building. That's just too dang cool. Some people are taking shots.
They're looking at it at night.
Oh, dude.
Have
Oh,
light
people
inside.
must have lit it up. Yeah, they
Uh-huh.
brought a light and lit. Oh, yeah. A lot of people
look
have.
at that.
Yeah, that's cool. So you can see some different shots people have taken. Adding stars, okay, whatever. Sorry. So we saw mine in the bottle building, but we're hoping that we can actually drive down. It'd be quite a walk. Is that it right there, babe? That's the road. Here's the Tom Kelly bottle house. It looks like someone lives in the trailer out here, probably watching it to protect it. So what's the story behind this thing? This is weird. Filming location. Paramount Pictures used in 1924. Wanders in the Wasteland. Dude, that's cool, man. That would be... Oh, so here's Wander of the Wasteland and the Airmail. I don't watch... Hey, please sign in. Open that up and see if you can make sure there's not a snake in there.
Dude.
Whoa. Okay, sign away. Oh, that's weird. I'm going to look at this thing. All right, so the Tom Kelly Bottle House is one of the few remaining examples of bottle house architecture in the United States. In Nevada, where wood is scarce and expensive, miners often built their houses with whatever was cheap and readily available. In many cases, glass bottles fit the bill. The bottles would be used like bricks and mortared in with adobe. Bottle houses are great in hot climates because they are cool in the summer, hold heat in the winter, and allow for natural light. This bottle house was built in 1906 by Tom Kelly, an Australian-born stonemason turned gold miner, using over 50,000 bottles. Kelly paid local children 10 cents for a wheelbarrow full of bottles, about $3 in 2021. The building cost about $2,500, with most of the money going for wood trim and fixtures. Instead of living in the house, Kelly decided to auction it off. He sold 400 tickets at $5 a piece, losing about $500 on the deal. Is that insane or what? Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I mean, look at this thing. This is so freaking cool. cool. Okay, so now we're really losing light. We were hoping to get one more stop in. Like I said, there's a mine that we saw. Whoa, bumpy road. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh god, oh my gosh. Bumpy road. This Avis rental car sure has treated us well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've taken this thing off-roading like nobody's business. Anyway, so yeah, the cool part is it looks like they don't really close this off, so you can kind of come up whenever you want. We've seen a bunch of people taking pictures at night, so that's awesome. They do have, you know, cameras and stuff monitoring. Yep, down there. And you gotta do a little off-roading. A little off-road adventure. So the mine is in that multicolored part of the hill there. Crazy to think they're mining for gold. I wish you and I could go mine for some gold in there, babe.
Yeah.
This guy's like, stay off my property. Let me see. All right, notice. Enjoy but do not destroy our American heritage. Okay, it says enjoy but do not destroy. So, try not to destroy your heritage. Okay. I mean, this is history here. Whoa! Check out the sky over there, folks. Oh man, that looks beautiful. That's right. Check that out, guys. There's a mine up there. That's friggin' awesome. Look at that. I'm taking a walk up there, dude. I got to see that. I can't come all the way here and not check that out. You're not gonna go walk it? Oh man. What if I get eaten by a snake? Well, I'm hoping I don't. It's pretty steep. All right, so gotta watch out for rattlesnakes, like legit. It's actually not that bad as far as steepness goes. There we go. Check it out. That is so cool. Whoa. Of course, I could go in there if I wanted to, but what's the point? Oh, it's so cold. Hey, Kim, it's so cold. You can feel all the cold air coming out. Try to do a little zoom in here. Okay. Sorry I'm out of breath, guys, but I got bad heart problems and all that good stuff. Okay, too cool. All right, here's the jail. That's awesome. First gunfight in the growing town took place on December 15th, 1904. There were bad feelings between two men, and that evening, right about dinner time, the two shot it out in the Monaco saloon. Both fired at very close range, with gun barrels almost touching. After being examined by a local doctor, it was noted that they were both good boys. Both good boys had good aim, evidently. Alas, they were both good and dead. Oh, dang, that's nice. Check this out, though. I mean, this is Southwest Sunset.
It was perfectly placed for jail.
Yeah.
Because this is the red light district.
Oh. Okay.
So we had read that because like building materials and stuff were so scarce out here in the desert, they actually, after the town went bust, they moved, they either disassembled and reassembled the buildings in other towns, or some of them, they just lifted them off the ground and moved them. So that's why there's not much left here.
No. Bye-bye to the brothel. Okay, one more building left and we're done. On video, it looks like we have a lot of light, but we really don't. It's fading fast. It's dark out here. And there's like legit snakes out here. So I don't like snakes on planes. I don't like snakes on trains. This looks like it would be, what are you going to guess?
Ice house.
Photography studio. Be fun, it could be. I wish I didn't have to like barbed wire everything off. I mean, I know why they have to do it, but I wish I didn't have to do it. I saw it. I just saw that bat go through. Ooh.
Oh, the miner's cabin.
Oh, miner's cabin. Man, there's bats out here. Dude, this is cool. Oh man, look at the sky now, babe. No, to your left. It is really. It is. Look at that. Look at it. Would you just look at it, guys? I mean, I'm gonna try to get this to. Oh yeah, that's just beautiful. That is beautiful, folks. One last shot. We're gonna get this whole miner's cabin. Oh man, that's too nice.
Doesn't show enough pink, but.
Oh, yeah. See, this is even yours isn't even.
Yeah.
But you can see, man, it is.
It is super.
I just cannot get this to give me the right exposure, and that's just the problem with these little cameras sometimes, is you can't get it to show you exactly what you're seeing. But that's unbelievable. Rhyolite Ghost Town. What a cool way to end a day. Death Valley, coming out here, checking out these buildings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was not our intention to really even make a video on this, but there was just too much cool stuff. We had to show it. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.